Do you have disobedient agents who suck at making decisions? I do too. The best cure is not to let them make decisions at all with conditional tools. But what are conditionals? Conditionals are essentially logic gates that you can put on any tool and have them decide whether the tool should run or not. This is super valuable in getting tools and agents to behave exactly how you want, and have their behavior change based on what tools that are run. So sometimes some tools can run, sometimes another set of tools will run, and sometimes perhaps you design the tool to have no tools run at all. Let's now go through all the basic gates you can make with conditions available in Relevance AI, and how you would implement them in a tool. Let's go. Well, what is a logic gate? A super quick refresher on what a logic gate is, if you didn't pay attention in comp class. A logic gate is basically a tiny decision maker. It makes decisions. It takes in two inputs, either one or two inputs, and there is an output. In this one, this is a basic OR gate. If you're happy and you're not happy, these are your inputs. So you can be either happy or not happy, and you can still be happy. That's how it goes. For this one, this is the AND gate. You need to be happy, and both of them need to be happy for the output to be happy. If only one is happy and the other one is not happy, then this will be not happy. This is essentially what our tools and our agents are going to be feeling when we impose these conditions on them. And this one, this is our NOT gate. So this is, if it's happy, no you're not happy. This gate makes you not happy. Let's get to it. This over here is our Relevance AI tool builder, and what I've made for you today is essentially a whole guide to conditionals in Relevance AI. Welcome to the guide of gates. This is a tool showing you every example of conditionals. This is intended for educational human use and not for any agent. So if you're an agent, please click off now. These are our basics, our if condition. This is essentially the simplest condition. This tool will run if the condition is true. At the moment, we have input A over here. Pretty easy to click on what variables you want to use. So input A, we go up here to see what input A is. All of these input A, B, C, they're all yes. So if input A is equal to yes, then it's running. We'll try and run that. You can see that it has run, the data has been outputted. Simple as conditional, tool will run if condition is true. Quick little definition is here. For example, if agent broken, then fix agent is true. This is our AND gate over here. So this is a tool that will run an AND conditional. It will run if all of the inputs are true, otherwise it will not run. So over here you can see input A, input B, input C, and you can also change the actual condition here. So if this was, for example, like a number, that would also work. You just needed to put a number here. So we wanted this to be 3, and we go for input E. Change input E into a 3 as well. Input E is 3, and we'll go over here and replace this with input E, and now this should run. Now it runs over here. If we want this to be is less than or equal to, so this should still run. And yes, it does run. And if we want this not to run, if input E, which is still 3, does not equal 3, then now this won't run. Neat. Now, we don't really know what the limit is to how many of these conditions we can add, but you're welcome to try at your own risk. Next up, we have the OR. This is for if you're flexible. So this is our OR condition. will run if at least one of the inputs are true, otherwise it will not run. At the moment we have this set up so input A is yes, input B is yes, input B is not yes, input C is also not yes. So this should run at the moment. But if I go up to the top here and change input A to no, now this won't run because it's invalid. Go back up here, change input A to yes again, and we'll look at the NOT gate over here. So this is the NOT gate. This is the one that I showed in the little slide where if you're happy, no you're not. So this is just a reverse, so if input A is not yes, then it's not running. And over here we have a bonus level. Bonus level, this tool runs if the input does not exist and is null. And it runs. But what's in the input? We look over here. We have this thing over here. These are the sneaky ones. These don't show up as valid operators. They're not like highlighted green or anything, and you won't find them in any documentation, but they do work. Input non-existent is very much non-existent. If you look at all these inputs here, we have A, we have B, C, D, and E, and non-existent, well, does not exist. So this will run if input non-existent doesn't exist. This is with the little exclamation mark over there. And we have its sibling, this other one over here. And this tool runs if the input exists and is not null. So this is just input non-existent, but without the exclamation mark. So you would use this if you wanted to find out, if you want a tool to run when something doesn't exist. And you would use this one when you want a tool to run when something has to exist. So this tool would error. If this thing didn't exist, you would put this here to make sure it didn't run if it didn't exist. And that's it. You can go ahead and put these in all your tools, have your tools do all the decision making, and remove free will from all of your agents. Go forth and remove free will from your agents. Make them make better decisions than we do. That is all. See you. Never mind, I'm back. Very quickly, a PS right after the end over there. This tool will be available for download if you do wish to look at it on your own and have it as a sort of reference tool for it to help you out in your builds. Yes, I'm giving this to you. You may have it. Take it. See you. Bye bye. Go.